Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 18 of Valkyrie Pro Wrestling. Now, of course, this is our post Queen of Strong Style show, Sheevolution, and we are going to have a big World Heavyweight title match here tonight as well. Now, there is a couple of things I wanted to go over very quickly. As you can see, we actually finished second out of 3 in New South Wales for our regional battle for the month. The last month, I guess. So that's pretty cool because we have been finishing last. And basically, if you finish last, you get a slight reduction in your attendances. Not that it means anything for us, but as you can see, finishing second means that there are no bonuses or penalties. So we're in good shape there. And then Hashimoto has now also fully recovered from her injury as well. So positive stuff there. Let's have a quick look at the size. So we are at 24. We did actually gain 2 points of popularity in that last episode. So we're on track, I would say, to get to 25 here today. And then after today's episode, we should hopefully only be 10 points away from going up to small size, which will be pretty massive. Anyway, once again, we'll do some more meddling. I feel like let's go for Ty and Connie. I feel like this would have been good to get rid of, and now it's actually backfired, so it's even worse. They now have a strong dislike of each other. Very frustrating stuff there. Anyway, I do apologize for the cricket in the background. It is extremely loud. Alright, so the main event is, of course, going to be newest member of the roster, Miss American Pie, and she is going to be taking on Kate Lilly. So yeah, we'll get that one booked in there. I think we'll just keep it at 20 minutes. I mean, there's not... I don't know, there's not a lot of psychology in this match, and just recently, over on my Local to Global series, we had a bit of an issue with psychology. I was supposed to essentially have our best ever match, and as a result, I selected 25 minutes. Both guys had over 80 psychology, and we got a psychology penalty. So I'm going to be a little bit more wary, especially on this series, because we don't really have a lot of good psychology throughout the company. The next thing I wanted to do, actually, let's go back and have a look. I want to double check. So who did... Alright, so Calliope lost to Miss American Pie. Then we had Debbie defeating Thea. So what I want to do, I think, is have Debbie take on Calliope. Just for 12. And then we're actually going to give Debbie a victory there. So it's a pretty big win. Of course, Calliope, you would argue, has been very, very decent recently as well. I have been booking her pretty well. But there's kind of a clear reason as to why Debbie is indeed going to be getting the victory here. It's kind of a number one contenders match, if you will. And of course, she will verse the winner of the world title match between Kate Lilly and Miss American Pie. For the rest of the show, I think we'll go with tag matches. It might actually be worth us adding in our new tag team that we signed. Let me just jump over to teams. And let's actually add them in here. So it is Unstoppable Tai and Toku Imuta. Auto name them the Termination. There we go. We'll get them booked in a match. It'll be decent. So I think we'll have them. I would like them to actually get a victory. So potentially we don't really want to have them take on anyone too special. I feel like Ali is someone that I do want to try and train up quite well. So I think that she can team up with Ruby Reese here. Because Ruby... forgot about that injury. Okay, well, in that case, what I'll do is we'll go for Chiaki Suda. Because if you remember correctly, a couple of episodes ago, Suda and Commuter, we were going to put them in a stable. We probably will still do that. I just need to have a bit of a think about, which way I want to go with that. The names, all that type of stuff. And I guess potentially these girls will probably be in a tag team with each other. So I think with that in mind, let's go Commuter to get the victory. Yeah, so I think that's a pretty good match. And again, we'll get the positive chemistry there as well, which I do kind of like. It's obviously just a little bit more of a benefit overall. Again, this show is only 75 minutes. It's not as long as the previous episodes' show lengths. With that in mind, I think we might just go another tag team match. Let's go for Hashimoto, of course, back from injury. And she can team up with maybe Sarah Butler, because I really want Sarah to train up as well. Because she's pretty dreadful, let's be real. We really need to get that psychology up. It is going up quite a bit, though. Pretty much every month is 1 point. So we'll chuck her in there. It's going to be a bit of a heel-heavy show, to be fair. And I guess she can take on... or they can take on Thea Davis and Betty Jerkowitz. Again, just another girl to train there. I think that could be pretty beneficial. I'm assuming that Thea won't be the loser in this match. I'm really hoping she's not going to be. But there we go. So, angles. I think I want to go for Miss American Pie. We'll try 8 minutes, and I think I'll script her this time, because I did talk about that. She had 2 angles, I think, on that last episode, and both of them were pretty bad. That they were good for, you know, our company's terms, but then they were actually pretty bad when you consider that she was failing off script. So scripting her is probably a better option. And then I have a choice. I could either go Hashimoto, or I could give it to either Debbie or Calliope. I think I would like to give it to Debbie, but I just remember, yeah, her stats are just not that great. So with that in mind, we'll probably go for Calliope. I mean, if we can get her microphone ability up a little bit more, she would actually be half decent. So let's go Calliope. Let's go Debbie in the angle as well. She won't be rated. We'll give that 7 minutes there as well. And that should be pretty good. Okay, actually, another thing I want to do after we run through the show, I think I want to hire an announcer, at least just an announcer for now. Maybe not color commentary for a little while, just so we save it, just, you know, that little bit extra of money, just so we don't really, I don't know. It seems like an unnecessary waste. All right. So we kick off the show with a 43 rated match here. We have Yu Hashimoto and Sarah Butler defeating Thea Davis and Betty Jerkowitz in 10-10 when Yu Hashimoto pinned Thea with the endgame. So I was kind of hoping that Thea wouldn't take the pinfall, considering Betty Jerkowitz is in the match. Obviously, Hashimoto head and shoulders above everybody else. Got a 14 there for Sarah, a 20 there for Betty. And then Sarah Butler was also off her game, which is a pretty common occurrence. So that's actually not too bad. Got a 14 off her game, so usually I've been used to her getting like 11s, so step up. All right, we then go into a 47 rated angle from Calliope cutting her promo onto Debbie Rose, basically saying that she's going to become the #1 contender here tonight. And as you can see, Calliope clearly enjoying having the freedom to go off script and performing well. A 47 is actually pretty solid. I don't mind giving her unscripted angles because I feel like she can get a pretty decent rating. All right, moving on to their match, which actually does really well. We get a 50 rated match here. We have Debbie Rose defeating Calliope Woodchuck in 12-14 by pinfall with a thorn cutter. It's a good match. And you can see, for a 12-minute match, it was actually pretty well booked as well. Debbie Rose with a 49 in-ring, and then we had 40 there for Miss Woodchuck. So, yeah, I mean, a 50 is decent for that. very decent. Debbie Rose, of course, becoming the #1 contender as well as a result. So she'll be taking on the winner of our World Heavyweight title match in the main event. We then go straight into a tag team match, getting a 38, where we have Chiaki Suda and Toku Komuta defeating Ali Perks and Ruby Reese in 9:49 when Toku Komuta pinned Ruby Reese with a belly-to-belly superplex from the top rope, of course. As you can see, Suda, Komuta, excellent chemistry. We'll probably just add them in a tag team together, considering they do have this good sort of, chemistry between each other. And then we'll probably add the stable maybe a little bit later. If you have a recommendation or a suggestion for their team name, stable name, whatever it may be, please feel free to leave that in the comments section down below. And hopefully I will choose one of those. Or, of course, I'll probably just, go with one of my own choices. All right, we then go into a 42 rated angle here from Miss American Pie. And it's actually pretty lackluster with a 42 there. I was hoping that it would be quite a bit higher, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like I had bigger expectations for her. And she's kind of... I don't want to say she's letting me down or she's underwhelming. But it doesn't feel as important as I thought it was going to feel. And she's on a lot of money. I'll show you her contract once we finish the show as well. But we do go into the main event. We get a 63 rated match. We have Miss American Pie defeating Kate Lilly in 1941 by pinfall with a July 4th jam. And we have Miss American Pie winning the VALPRO World Heavyweight title. Might have been a bit of a mistake now. I kind of feel a bit weird about this. I feel weird because Kate Lilly, excellent performer, 61 in-ring performance as well, despite only having I think 17 popularity. Miss American Pie has 40-something. Yeah, it's a weird one. Anyway, she got a 49, new World Heavyweight Champion. But I'm just not that convinced. Anyway. Oh, we didn't have a Steal the Show match. It doesn't matter. Honestly, I thought I already made it that one, but I guess for some reason I didn't. I just completely overlooked it. Anyway, we still get a 55 rated show for Sheevolution, and that's a pretty solid main event. That's probably our third best match? Fourth best, maybe. I'll check in a second. As you can see, increasing popularity there. I think for praise, let's go Hashimoto, Ruby Reese, and Thea? Yeah, we'll go Thea. I don't know if she's got morale issues, but we'll go with her anyway. And just see what happens. And again, I do apologize if you can hear the cricket. Thing is, it feels like it's in the room, but it's I don't know, it's in the roof or just outside the window. Anyway, frustrating to say the least. Alright, so size, we have indeed gone up to 25 popularity there in New South Wales. Like I said, we only need 35 and we go up to small size. Looking forward to that, big time. Still losing money at a pretty high rate, but you can't really look at last month because obviously we ran 2 shows. And we used a lot of workers as well. So I'm not going to worry about that, but let's have a look at the matches here first. That was actually our 4th best ever show as well. Interesting. And as far as matches, that was actually, it was literally our 3rd best ever match. Actually beating out Kate Lilly when she defeated Atsuko. It was a 62. So this one got 1 point higher. And as you can see, Kate Lilly in 3 of the 4 top matches. So I think that says a lot. It definitely says a lot. Anyway, Miss American Pie, as you can see, didn't even gain a point of popularity for actually winning the world title. And I'm not feeling it. She's pretty good. She's not amazing with her primary skills. Probably what's letting her down, but 89 basics, good psychology. I mean, 53 brawling, 51 aerial, 47 technical. I feel like she should be doing a little bit better than she is. Especially with that popularity. I know our product obviously favors in-ring action. 60-40 towards popularity. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a weird one for sure. Anyway, what else was I going to do? I was going to search for commentator or an announcer, if you will. So let's do that. I would like at least 60, I feel like. I would prefer female, but I'm pretty sure there are, like, no female announcers that are going to be available. Maybe, I might be wrong. What else have I got in here? Let me reset that for a second. Let's go female announcer somewhere to hire. I think that's literally what I had last time. So, yeah, there's no female announcers. Very frustrating. All right, let's have a look at what we've got. You know what I would like? I would like somebody pretty young. Maybe this guy. He's actually like a regen, actually. Does have 50. Cristobal Redondo. He's a scumbag, though. So I guess we won't sign him. He would have been perfect, though. 50 announcing would have been exactly what I wanted for a 21-year-old. Anyway, we'll go through, see what else. He's also actually available in Oceania. And I really don't feel like there's going to be too many other sort of regens coming in. That guy does not look 30 years old. You got Lars Vandervoort. Just entered wrestling. He's also really good. Got an intense personality. But I like the look of him. Let's shortlist him. We'll come back to him. I know he had 65 for announcing, but not too bad, really. The reason for me wanting someone younger is that they obviously have the potential to grow the more they sort of work as well. More matches they go. So I think we will go for that guy. What was his name? I've completely forgotten. It was Vandervoort. Let's just hope and pray that he'll accept this. Yeah, okay, so he accepted working in Oceania, so that's a bit of a steep contract as well. I forgot to show you Miss American Pie's contract, so I'll do that in a second as well. Let's try go 180. I would like to just get him down literally like as low as possible. All right, so he wants 230. I mean, we save $30 on that, so that's not too bad. Also going to want 10% of merchandise here as well. Typical. There we go. All right, we have an announcer. And he's actually really good. In his rookie year, he's actually got pretty good performance skills there as well. But 65 announcing. Should be solid. Should be solid. And then finally, Miss American Pie is on $620 per show. Yes, that's quite expensive. Especially for someone that's... Well, that kind of seems like they're underperforming. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, she will be taking on Debbie Rose in the next episode, guys. If you enjoyed this one, please make sure you smash a like. And of course, subscribe to the channel as well. Still getting very, very close to the 10% of subscribers with notifications turned on. So make sure you do that if you haven't. And I'll be very happy when we get to 10%. I might even do something special. I don't know. I feel like it's been something I've talked about for a long time. And a lot of you guys I know have been making a considerable effort to get those notifications switched on. And I do appreciate it. So yeah, apart from that, guys, as always, take it easy and goodbye.